much about it. Just what I'm hearing, it allows you to stay a champion. You don't have to fight mandatories and stuff like that. And if that's the case, then I'm not interested in that. Yeah, I want the mandatory. That's what makes the sport. Guys work their way up, work hard to become number one and number two, and then become a mandatory. Mandatory. Why would you crown someone that eliminates all that? You don't have mandatories and different things like that. I love to be able to have a mandatory. Him sitting, and the more he wait, the more he get frustrated about certain things, and then when the fight comes, you had me waiting all this time already. It's always the build up to the fight. And when you take that away, when you take certain things away from boxing, you take the charisma away from it. You take the excitement away from it. And that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to take the excitement away from anyone. Hopefully, nothing come my way about a franchise belt. I don't have nothing against guys that have taken it and stuff. I'm just listening to the fans, and I'm listening to my heart as well too. I don't think being a franchise champion would fit me. If they want to, if they want to give someone else that belt over me, then I'm fine with that. Many people ask me about the.
Those were the words of Deontay Wilder. Surprisingly, he is against the idea of a franchise belt. And the reason why I say surprisingly is because when the franchise situation concept popped up, that was a lot of fear or worry that Deontay Wilder would be the one to choose that particular option to stay away from certain fighters. As Deontay Wilder explained, he likes the idea of someone becoming mandatory and waiting a long time to get frustrated so that particular guy could have all that frustration, all that built up anger inside of him from waiting, from being annoyed, from waiting as long as he is to get this opportunity. I got 100% agree with Deontay Wilder. If you if you take away the idea of not having mandatories, what's the point? You want someone to fight their way up to mandatory. And it's refreshing hearing this from Deontay Wilder because that's exactly how I felt when I thought and when I heard, hey, we're going to label this guy or that guy a franchise champion. So we'll give him something that he can never lose. That is absolute bullshit. And when I heard it, I was pissed off and angered by the WBC. But I'm glad that, like I was telling people, you have a right, the boxers, which is example, Deontay Wilder, you have a right to choose what you should do and what you shouldn't do. Okay? You can decline that shit. Canelo didn't have to accept that. He could have said, you know what, I'm not interested. Lomachenko should have said, you know what, I'm not interested. So it's one of those things that you got to think of like, well, hey, if Deontay Wilder can turn down the idea of any possible offer of a franchise champion, so can other people. See, you have to make a stand. And this is an example of making a stand with Deontay Wilder. And so I'm surprised, and I give props when props due because I like the idea of somebody standing up from shit from the WBC. And he's the WBC champion, one of the longest reigning champions that we have today, right? He's been, a champion, 4 or 5 years now? He's been a champion for a long time, the WBC. That's the only champion he's been in the heavyweight division is the WBC. So that's, you would think someone like that would like the idea, but he doesn't, which is great. It's great for boxing because more people do what Deontay Wilder did. We wouldn't even have this bullshit altogether. We wouldn't have Devin Haney pissed off at Lomachenko and other people pissed off and questioning Lomachenko or other people are questioning Canelo and things of that nature because they decided to use this option to be this particular a standard that no one can be above at this point, which is stupid. Why I wouldn't want something that no one else could fight their way up to receive. That makes no sense. What's so special about me? You know what I mean? Pretty soon I'll be out of the sport. What will if I retire, will I still remain a franchise champion, an honorary franchise champion? It makes no sense. But again, I do like what Deontay Wilder said. I'm glad that someone took a stand against the fuckery of the WBC with this franchise situation. You guys tell me what you think about Deontay Wilder's statements. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.